Alright, so for our semester project this semester, we worked on designing a hotel in Hunan Province, China. And this hotel was within a cultural and ecological park in Hunan Province. So it was based on focusing our designs towards the ancient culture and what the Meishan culture was actually like. This is just sort of an overall layout of an exterior elevation for my design. It was called hanging foot design, and so that meant that it ran along the edge of a river and kind of followed that shape of the river. These are also just some interior sketches. Sort of the first phases of design was hand sketching to show some of the materials that they would have used, wood and slate and things like that, in the ancient culture. These are my final board layouts just on the computer screen. And here you can see how the floor plan has 3 different levels, 3 different stories. And then the second board layout, these are some of the computer renderings that we did of the interior of the space.
I created a hanging foot style building, as you can see in the background. It's similar to Ainsley's project, which she talked about earlier. And I chose to go ahead and focus on 3 of the main cultural groups that they have there, which is the Miao, Yao, and Dong. And in each one, I took different pieces from their folklore and their tales and then incorporated that into their lattice designs, as well as their tribal garments and headdresses.
In terms of design, we were responsible for space planning, and it was a 2-story hotel space, or mine. I was doing specifically a courtyard-style hotel. So we were in charge of doing space planning and lighting designs for that, elevations and 3D renderings like these, as well as picking out materials and cultural backgrounds and research and all the things that are involved in design.
My style that I decided to go with was courtyard, which is built around the courtyard and it's very square and symmetrical. A focus that I chose to put in mind was to stay in the culture but also use feng shui, which is part of their culture. And I used feng shui to pick out colors to orientate the building, to pick different materials. So I did use that a lot in mine. And that's basically what mine's built around, is feng shui and their culture.
It's difficult, but it was a really good exercise in your research. I feel like my skills have actually improved, and it was definitely challenging, but I think it was overall rewarding. And then also having the feedback from the other professor, you got to kind of, I guess, feed off of what he thought about his culture in the comments that he made about our projects.
It was really cool working on a project like this because there was so much culture, there was so much history, there was so much background. We were designing for a place in Hunan, which is thousands of miles away. And so it was an experience that we weren't part of the culture. We have never been here before in our lives. So really the research part of it was really cool for us, and we were all learning so much and about things that we hadn't really thought about to study in such detail about the history, the culture, their customs, their beliefs. So I think that was really cool for all of us and a different experience in terms of other projects that we might do in Opelousas, Louisiana, which is right down the road.
I really enjoyed this project because we had to research a lot and learn a different culture. And I think that's important as a designer, that you're not always going to have a project that's around your culture, so it's important that you can step outside of your culture and learn about a different culture. So I thought that was important, and I did take a lot from learning from different culture. And feng shui as well, I had to learn about their culture and about feng shui, so it was different, but I liked it.